Hello again, welcome back to another daily Binding of Isaac Repentance. It is April 10th, 2023, the day after Easter. Hello, everybody. Oh, we got like some conjoined stuff going on here today. Day after Easter stuff. I don't know what the deal is. It's a curated run of some sort. That's cool. Hope you guys had some great Easter stuff going on, or, you know, where there's just kind of a religious aspect, or the Easter Bunny aspect, or both, or maybe even none of it, or whatever. Hopefully you're all doing all right out there. It's been a few days since I made some videos. Got to build up that little bit of that backlog again. Y'all know. I've been feeling better, actually. Most of my cough is gone. Most of it's gone. I have just a very teeny tiny sore throat, and I think that's just might be a little irritation or something, but I'm feeling better. It's taken me almost 3 weeks at this point. 3 weeks tomorrow that I had this sickness. And no, I did not get down with the sickness. No, he did not get down with that sickness. I forgot the lyrics for the other song. It's there. I kind of forgot it. I've been sleeping too, so like a little bit more, like in the afternoon. So I'm still catching up on sleep as well. So it's gonna be a bit. Oh my lord. Also, I was reading about, speaking of sickness, there's been a huge uptick with the rise of strep throat. I don't want to catch that. Not that it's going to kill me unless I don't take my antibiotics and be like, oh, let's take a little sippy in that little streppy throaty. No. I just don't want to deal with it. Yeah, talk about the rise of strep throat, and there's a lack of antibiotics. A low supply. Not like no antibiotics. There's a lack of supply. Which could raise the price of it. Or probably be less demand in certain places than here. Than other places. Who knows? So I'm gonna be more proactive with those germs. I hate strep throat, let me tell you. I hate it. Watched a YouTube video a while back. It's like a news clip of some sort. Some girl didn't have insurance and stuff. I can understand, but like this next part I didn't understand was she decided, oh, I'm going to just wait this out or whatever instead of getting me checked at the doctors, having very dangerous levels of fever. And result, she ended up losing bits of her fingers and toes because the not sinus, strep throat. Listen, if you got something going on, don't be like, oh, I'm going to heal it. You know, if you got some bacterial stuff that requires antibiotics, don't frick around. You think it could be strep throat? As much as it sucks that that you might not have insurance or something, it's better to save your life and your fingers and stuff than taking the risk. And also, let me add, maybe some states, some countries might have an option too, just to keep in mind. If you go to the hospital and you have insurance, there's a thing called financial aid. So if you fit a certain income demographic where you can't afford something or whatever for insurance payments or what have you, or payment plans for like medical bills you owe, they may be able to waive it. Keep that in mind. It's called financial aid. It might be another different terms, might be different in certain states, different countries. Just something kind of consider for the future if you do run into something like that. But I understand you don't want to like to be foot something that's worth as much as a freaking house for a little bit of antibiotics. It's just stupid. I'll admit that's stupid. The ridiculous cost of things like that. It's great, I tell you, great. Which, speaking of doctor stuff, I did go to a quick care. Not an emergency room, a quick care. Because I don't want to be grouped together with people that are sick. And I have no reason to go in there in the emergency room anyways, because I don't want to be, one, taking up space for a very minor checkup for my lungs and stuff like that to see how it goes. And also, like, I don't want to get sick by anybody else. Last thing I need to be like, oh yeah, I was coming here and I get some fucking strep throat or... Oh, he's got influenza. Oh, he's got TB. No, I won't be able to get TB. I got a vaccine. I was vaccinated for that. So no, don't you worry about that. I won't get TB. That would suck if I didn't have that and it was like I get TB from someone that got TB. I don't know if there's like, I don't know. Is there antibiotics for tuberculosis? I don't think there is. Is there? Maybe there is. I don't know if it's like some type of bacterial thing you can cure now versus like used to be like a big thing for a while. Well, anyways, yeah, I'm getting there. I'm gonna try to be exercising later in the week, getting back into it. Now running, it's gonna probably be difficult because I haven't done it for like nearly 3 weeks, or about actually, yeah, about 3 weeks. So it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, sort of speak. Oh, like a video game, huh? That's fun kind of challenge, right? Well, in real life, it sucks when it comes to exercise. Well, depending, I guess, the context of it, right? I got level 1, I won. No. I guess if you feel proud when you ran a certain distance you couldn't do it before, or you beat your record with lifting a certain heavy thing. You know, I guess those are kind of personal achievements you can be proud of, right? But not like, oh, I struggled. Oh, level up. LOL. I don't know about the struggle. It'll be like, oh, this. I mean, for me, it's like, oh, I'm struggling to run here or something like that. Man, this sucks. Not like, oh man, I'm excited to be suffering. Ludovico. I don't know about that. Well, wait a minute. We have that. That might be good? Question mark? Oh, yeah, okay. Of course, we need some good shot speed if we're gonna work with this. I usually don't pick this thing up because it throws me off a little bit. Also, I haven't been reading much the last few days or so, so yeah, especially Harry Potter. Listen, like, I've been taking a break in my throat because I've been still having a little bit of dry coughs. The doctor said that, like, my lungs are pretty clear, but I was told, you know, the week before to get a follow-up appointment, you know, just in case. So it didn't hurt to do a follow-up. I was curious about, like, oh, you know, this lingering effects of the cough. Wasn't sure if maybe there's like some fluid left or something. No, I'm clear. I've been getting better every day. Until I catch strep throat or influenza. That would fucking suck if I catch influenza. You know how angry I'd be catching influenza? Be like, oh yeah, I got over this crap. And then it's like, surprise, influenza you hadn't had for like 20 years or so. Oh shit. Well, actually more than 20 years. Surprise. Also, you have other stuff going on. You got this rare condition, which is like it's a different form of chicken pox, but it's like an adult form of chicken pox. What the hell is it called? I blank on the name. Shingles. Surprised you got shingles too somehow. What the fuck? Yeah, life sucks, eh? Also, this is actually freaking good. Let me tell you, Sonny, this is really good. Not the shingles, or the influenza. Talk about, like, this item we just picked up. All right, we're doing very well. So probably most of the player base right now playing this, or what we're playing this. Yeah, I was explaining to my doctors, like, yeah, I was kind of a sick child growing up. I had a lot of bronchitis, colds, some fever stuff. Probably, I mean, I had influenza, but I don't remember having influenza. It's been such a long time ago. I'm careful, I guess, or extremely lucky and reckless. If I had COVID, I don't know. I don't think I did. If I did, it probably would have went dormant. I've been tested for COVID 3 different times. I was always tested negative. Same with like other fevers and stuff. It's like, no, you probably caught a bug, or no, you probably caught like a or what do you call it? Stomach bug. 1 second here. Okay, and I am back. I took a phone call. By the way, I ate like a whole like quart, I think it's called. Yeah. Pint, whatever, of ice cream earlier today. It's Whitey's Moose Tracks. Now I haven't had Whitey's ice cream. I mean, it's been long gone. But like, I hadn't had Whitey's ice cream in over a decade, at least. And they sell them at a grocery store, a bunch of Whitey's ice cream. And I had some tonight, is like, because I hadn't had a chance to have some the last couple of days when we got some. And, ooh, Twisted Bear! Oh, they're all just like individual. It's interesting. I thought it'd be all combined. So yeah, anyways, I had Moose Tracks tonight. I had a little bit at first, right? I was like, oh, this is pretty good. Tasty. Tasty. And so I had some. And it's like, oh, that's pretty good. And I was like thinking to myself, I'm probably not going to have that much or whatever. And then I just kept eating. And I kept eating. And then I put it in the fridge. And then I took it out of the fridge again. And I ate the rest of it eventually. And I ate like a freaking whole container of it. I'm like, son of a gun. It was so good. But yeah, and then I have like other things too. Like I gotta finish eating a part of a ham left now. Sweet ham. And then what else was there? Like a thing of orange juice left. I'm not gonna eat pineapple rings out of a can. That's weird. That was for the ham, but turns out I didn't need that much for the ham. And then what else was there? Come on, kid, you gotta remember. Well, I had Cadbury eggs, I guess. Peeps. I mean, Peeps is okay. You know, powdered sugar, whatever else in it. I mean, not much comes to flavor. I mean, there's some flavor, but you know. As rich as chocolate. Chocolate. Alright, Chris, I don't know where I'm at. Lol. We're gonna go to Boss Rush, right? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Lilith running Boss Rush with this setup? Positively. Oh, what the hell? Really? You gonna hit me like that? And yeah, so I ate just a bunch of junk today. Not today, over the weekend. I had a steak. Medium rare or whatever it was, I think it was, or medium well. Was it medium well? I think it was medium well. Because rare would be like more red. There was a little bit of red at the edge, but that was whatever. I ate it. It was so damn good. So juicy. I remember one time I had a it was a type of meat thing. Not a steak, but it's something else. I forgot the name. Fairly common food, whatever. At a restaurant, I think it was last December or something. I had it. December before. No, it would have been December, November last year. I had it at a restaurant. There's a local restaurant. Tried it. And they were like trying to, you know, tell me straight up. I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. Da, 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 and herpadur, and number herpadur. And anyways, I was like, okay. And so I tried it, and it was just so damn disgusting. And it tasted like it just like came out of a microwave and everything else. Like it was just horrible. They're trying to the waitress was like claiming like, oh yeah, it was we don't microwave it. They microwaved it. I could tell. It was just absolutely just nasty. It was dry because it was cooked in the microwave. It wasn't like prepared right. Like they put just a tremendous amount of garlic like stuff on it to where you couldn't even taste you could barely even taste the meat. Like it was terrible. It was a local restaurant. It wasn't a franchise or anything like that. It was just a local restaurant. It was just no. I can't imagine what the steak would be like there. I gave that other thing a chance because I never had it before, and it bastardized my experience with it forever. Just like the shrimp I had at a restaurant that served me extremely spicy. Also, we just completed that real quick. What the hell? Extremely spicy. What do you call it? Spicy. It's like a spicy mustard. It's used as a dip for the shrimp. I gave shrimp a try because I never had shrimp before. Of course, that was a bad choice of doing it at this restaurant. That was just way too damn far away from an ocean. Plus, somebody didn't have taste buds when they made the sauce or anything like that, or prepare it right. Also a local restaurant thing. Oh, look at that. There's something going on there. And so, yeah, I just, I mean, I've had crab at a local restaurant. It wasn't bad. I was a kid. Not a local eatery. Of course, that's been long gone, but... I mean, I guess I had a little bit of lobster last year. It was, like, wrapped up with cheese. It was actually near a seafood town, so it was just kind of a whatever thing there experience. I guess even though I didn't really taste much, I actually wanted to try just lobster, like a whole lobster. Problem with the restaurants I've seen so far when I was out near the coast, I kept finding lobster keep being stuffed with bread and shit. I'm like, come on, what is this freaking Olive Garden? No, not Olive Garden. Like Red Lobster or something, just kind of style. People are just emulating with it. I want just a pure lobster with some butter, some garlic butter. I want a big old thing of garlic butter. I want to butter that sea bug. But no. I mean, I probably could have looked hard enough, but I didn't. Time was just kind of limited with things, with traveling and stuff. Seen the ocean. Well, the other ocean. I seen the other ocean. The Pacific Ocean. At a time where I have absolutely zero memory of seeing. But apparently I was there. I was there in the 90s, early 90s. Went through Death Valley, I think it was. Yeah, Death Valley. Also have no memory of. How you know you're just not being gaslit? I've been there. I think there's photos somewhere of me somewhere. Oh, pussy! 2/3 pussy! And shot speed, that's what I wanted. Matriarch, more like dead arc. Screw, you know what? That's shot speed and shot speed and tears rate. I'll take it. That's going to be very helpful. Skis, 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 skis. What's the deal with skis, 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 skis? Oop, oop, oop. It sounds like I'm making weird noises out of my mouth for fun. What's the deal with weird noises? Oh, there's a tenor rock there. Before anyone points it out to me, hey, you sucker, you missed a tenor rock there. I'll let you know, yes, I see it. I can't get to it, unfortunately, because I have no flight. Just know that I know, but if I skipped another tenor rock, I probably did. And not realize it at some point in this run, or a future run, or whatever run. Range up. Tears up. Hell yeah, brother. Now, should I do Hush? I don't see why not. Oh, I hate this room. Yeah, of course you want to keep your head down, kid. All right, now your next little friend here is going to be wasted away. Oh, I did see a movie, by the way. Finally got around to see Creed 3. How was it? I didn't think it was too bad. I get it. They wrote off Sylvester Stallone because he said he didn't want to be in the film, and by the time he wanted to be back in the film, he changed his mind. It was too late. Listen, if you say you're not going to do something and then you just kind of wait too long to do it, and then you want to get back into it and change your mind, well, you need to just let them know like a lot sooner. Not being a dickhead or anything about it, I'm just saying. It's kind of on you, buddy, just technically. The more you know. It would have been nice to have something in there. I mean, there was kind of a... technically a little bit of a brief thing referencing Rocky, but that's it. And maybe a little bit of a hint of the music near the end. That was really all of an inkling of it. It was okay. You know, it kind of reminded me... kind of spoilers here, by the way. Should have just said this before. Spoilers! Spoilers for Creed 3. I repeat, Creed 3. Spoilers. Okay. It kind of reminded me of Rocky 5, where Rocky trained somebody. It's a 1990 version. Rocky trained someone in order to, you know, train them, and, you know, because he was in kind of pretty much in retirement. He didn't want to go fight anymore because of his head injuries and stuff like that. And so that's where it kind of reminded me of loosely of, because he had a buddy that got locked up, and the other one ran. Creed ran. And so, yeah. And so then there's this redemption arc of, like, you know, he just beat up his own guy. And then he was friends with someone in the prison that actually purposely knocked out a guy that was supposed to be doing, like, this competition, which then forces Creed's hand to put him in there to fight whoever. And he was actually training with this whole gang of people when he was in lockup. So he was hiding it from Creed. And so now Creed and him were going to train to fight with one another. One thing that kind of irked me was, like, somehow... Oh, his last name was Anderson. I forgot his first name in the film. The one that was in prison that ran away and stuff. But that didn't run away. He got caught with the cops. One thing that kind of got me was, like, he became champion with one match. Which was not like that in any of the Rocky movies. That's what kind of stuck to my craw a little bit. That's not how it's supposed to be. And it was kind of weird with some of the film scene stuff near the end. It's like, you know, kind of showed them by themselves in the ring. I get it. Symbolism, lol. But like soy milk. I'm gonna do it. What a controversial statement there, son. In fact, I'm gonna also take the sandwich. I like the mold. I like the moldy bread. And then we'll take... Well, we don't need that. Okay. Why soy milk? Well, probably give me more eyeballs. Because it seemed like the eyeballs were like doing something earlier. Maybe the tears rate increase the speed, but I think it was just a shot. Is that gonna do shit? Well, how do I... See, I can't move all the damn things at once. So it's got to be like that. Like, it is eating them up, even with the lack of damage. Can't do much with shooting and whatever. Might have been a bad mistake of picking that up. I would have got this over with sooner. Now I think about it. Well, anyways, and spoilers, by the way. So that's just kind of my thoughts. Where the fuck is this thing come from? Of course. Whatever. So I guess it was okay. But if Sylvester Stallone was able to get into it and everything, I think it'd be better. Some way. It could be leaving up open for interpretation that it could be another Creed movie, but I thought this was going to be the last one. I mean, things could change, I suppose. They keep making, what was those racing movies? Too Fast, Too Furious movies. So you got like Fast 10 or whatever the hell it is, Fast X, which I think is Fast 10, but then it's like, probably is Fast 10. It sounds about right, right? They're making Saw movies. Listen, I do like Saw. Depending on which Saw movies, I suppose. I guess the first 6. Jigsaw, yeah. I didn't care about these other ones so much. But I think it needs to come to the end. I think this next one that's coming out, honestly, that's going to wrap up whatever it's going to wrap up with Jigsaw, from the last movie Jigsaw, it needs to wrap up with John Kramer taking revenge on this little copycat son of a bitch and then retiring it all somehow. That's my opinion, or just something dramatic to just kind of wrap up the whole series. This thing's been going on since I was in high school. And you can only write so much when it comes to traps, puzzles, crimes, whatever, right? It gets kind of tiring after a while. Sure, it's got a new spin of it with Jigsaw. That's, you know, more violent than it usually is. Cool. I mean, nothing wrong with that. It's just... should be like Ash Ketchum and let him just, you know... stop. I don't think that's going to work out too well with that. Yeah, I get... see, it's the thing about, like, old school franchises, right? Like, yeah, Ash Ketchum. About 26 years into the September, like, you know, or probably more than 26 years in September, because that was technically a U.S. release. It's been 26 years, let's just say, of him, you know, trying to become a Pokemon master, doing this and that, and getting on these crazy adventures. Voice actors probably getting too old and tired of it. People are probably just, like, kind of losing interest over time. I know I have, like, decades ago. Watching the shows. Yes, you can call me an old man. I'll admit. I was there when I watched the debut on TV for the U.S. in 1997. I was there. I was watching on Fox Kids. You heard me. When it was good. I don't know what the hell it looks like anymore because I don't watch TV. Even if I watch TV, I'm way past that age demographic and I probably won't be interested. But, more importantly, I was there. In Beetleborgs. Which I saw something funny enough about the DC. It's like about Beetle or whatever. And I thought to myself, they talk about like Beetleborgs? Do they own the franchise? DC or whatever? And no. It was just some superhero thing, I guess, from probably long ago before my time and everybody else's time. That some obscure comic making a superhero. Maybe it was in my time. I don't know. I don't really read comics much growing up. Oh, you heretic. Well, I did read comics a little bit, but not a lot. Not like big name stuff or anything, but I kind of quickly fell out of it too, so more about those Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Those games. There, I said it. So I'd be interested in watching that. I hate to say it, 30 fucking years since the 30 years in the making of this final conclusion of Power Rangers. 30 freaking years. Please don't say 30 years in the making. Please. I get it's been a long time ago. 30 years is like probably about half an adult's life on average, maybe. Please don't pin that thing on me. Oh, the Quints. We're back and looking for trouble, looking for a fighter. It might be good. I can't really say. I mean, I guess they had to make an excuse to killing out the Yellow Ranger. My mother died. You see the Yellow Ranger later on. I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm predicting the daughter's gonna take over and be like, I'm gonna revenge my mother by joining you guys. Ick. Get out of here. At least use a different Yellow Ranger from the next series from like eons ago. Or something, or stunt double. Please. Anything but you, please. And no, I have like zero clue how. What the hell was the character's name? Loretta? What was her name? Frida? She was on the entrapped in the moon, and she escaped. But like, I don't know how she died. I didn't watch whatever the episode that was. I wasn't like regularly watching every single episode in order or anything. It was just like a kid. You know, I didn't have Netflix or anything. You go back and be like, all right, what episode was that I missed? And I didn't even go back as an adult watching it either. I did go back watching the Power Rangers movie a few years ago. And then after watching it the first time since I was a kid, it's like, man, that sucked. And I was a kid, I was like, man, that's cool. All right, 1,712th place. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. I took a lot of big risks. 94,000, huh? 83,000 and 74,000. And Chris Hansen, I'm looking at you too, buddy. I don't know, a little sussy, right? Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.